Hey my Leos, how are you? It's Tasha, aka Mama Jim, aka Jim the Butterfly, and this is your 2016 yearly Tarotscope. This video will be for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, just so you can get a feel of what's coming in. For those who are interested in a personal reading with me and you have visited my website, you will find that I offer two types of yearly readings. So the one that I've chosen for Leo is the seasonal. Just in case you guys were interested, you can see what the seasonal is. The other one is just a traditional one card per month with a general energy for the year and an advice card. You do get a general and an advice card with this reading as well. So like I said, if you're interested in a personal reading, my information is in the description box. You can hit me up. Follow me on Instagram. I'm Jim the Butterfly _tarot. So I've already pre-shuffled the cards just for time's sake, and I do want to let you guys know that you have 3 cards to pop out in addition to the 18 that I've already drawn. So this is a pretty large spread. I feel like these 3 that popped out were messages. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at those. And I do want to say, y'all, thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing to my videos and following me on Instagram. So let's get this thing going. I'm real interested to find out what this is about. Because, I mean, they were just like jumping out. Okay, you have the King of Swords, the Devil, and the Star. And I feel like whatever this is, I feel like these are messages, but I feel like they're also indications of what's to come as far as the themes for the year as well. Like, you're going to be there's a part of the time where you're going to be trying to gain control, getting control back of your life, fighting those demons with the Devil card. And like, I see the Star card as the intervention. So for those, especially those who have addictions, who are trying to break any type of addiction: food, love, sex, alcohol, drugs, gambling, whatever this is, I see that you guys will be successful. Or if it's not, well, I just see that you're going to be successful. And the reason why it's going to be successful is because this is also the wish card. So this is, you're wishing to be free. This lady is so free. She is broken free. Look at the Devil card here. So much fire. So much intensity. Right? Then it's so powerful, this bond that exists with the Devil. That's why you have all this fire. I mean, it's burning fire. It's white at the bottom. You know, that's extremely hot. You know, it keeps you there. It's like if it was steel, it was welded, use heat to weld it together. It's the same thing. So with this Star card, it's so cool and relaxed and refreshed, rejuvenated, restored, purified. Again, you see what I'm saying? She's like purifying herself in the lakes of Minnetonka. Yeah, but I mean, it's like that, you know? And the reason why she's cool and she's calm and she's collected and she's just chilling, she's just pouring water, because the worst part is over. Okay? So I just wanted to point that out real quick. I just felt like, y'all excuse me, I'm trying to change the color on this thing real quick. Hold on. I don't like the color. But yeah, that's what I'm feeling like. So definitely, I feel like it's going to be a great year. Just be off of that, ending with the Star card and the messages. It's like a dream come true, a wish come true. Something that you had hoped to achieve and happen actually does. So that is definitely Yeah, hold on, y'all. Sorry. Yeah, that's why it's good that we don't get right there, children. We're gonna do contrast. Okay. So now I'm very interested to see what the rest of the cards are. And I also, for some people, if it's not an addiction, I feel like for a lot of you, it will be some addiction issues. That will be, like I said, love, especially love. This will be the year that you will be breaking free of that relationship. There's some of you out there that feel so bound and restricted by a relationship that you've been trying to figure out how to leave. I feel like this year will probably be the year that you're going to do so. Okay? And also for the King of Swords, I feel like this is, if it's not breaking an addiction, it's getting, for some of you, it's going to be getting over fear of public speaking. Or being able to communicate more effectively. So either way, it's still positive. Because I see this Devil card as, this is your insecurities. Your insecurities still, they keep you bound to a way of thinking that is not necessary, that's not true. That's just your own way of thinking. So I see the devil as that too. Those demons, those things that tell you that you're not worth anything inside of you. Whatever. But it's not true because we all worth something. But we can, definitely can make yourself believe that. But anyway, let's look at the cards. And before I begin, like I said, you get a general and an advice. The top row here, this represents the general energy, winter, spring, summer, fall. And then the same so forth, love, career and finances, and health, spirituality down here at the bottom, all right? So general energy, you have 5 of Pentacles, and that's going over the whole year. General energy for winter, Ace of Wands. Spring, 3 of Swords. Summer, King of Wands. Fall, 10 of Pentacles. So I'm going to just keep going. Love, 7 of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Cups. Temperance. Career, the Sun. King of Wands. 3 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. All right, career. Job and money going to be good for y'all this year. Let's keep going. Health and spirituality. 6 of Swords. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, y'all. You're making a mental change. Okay, you're moving into it, but we'll get into it. Page of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. Yep, the Chariot card. Okay, and I always hold the advice card at the end just because I like the way how it ends up resonating, and it just kind of keeps me on track and let me know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, how it's supposed to be done. So, okay, so the overall energy for the year is the 5 of Pentacles. And to me, the 5 of Pentacles talks about a moving on to a better place. It talks about a loss. It could talk about a relationship too. So that was, like I was saying earlier, for those who are looking to free themselves from a relationship that they felt like has been keeping them bound. The chains will be loosened this year. Okay. It could also apply to a job, because the Pentacles, to me, talks about money. This could even be a toxic family member. Pentacles talk to me about family as well. If it's not family or a relationship, because there is a couple in this card, I just simply feel like this is it's some type of loss. It could be a change. It could be a change. But again, a change that results from a loss. It could be a loss of a bad habit, like I said, with the devil card here in this star. So it's a loss is a loss is a loss, but it's going to be about a loss. And the reason why there's a loss with the Five of Pentacles is because there's a need to move on to something more stable. Okay, so that tells me that things haven't stabled off for you just yet. But just looking at your cards and how you're ending off the year, I feel like, and this has been the kind of going theme for a lot of people this year. I feel like 2015 was definitely difficult for many on an energetic level, because we are becoming so much more sensitive, and we're being intensely guided to make the shift. And so, and some of us who have been making the shift and doing the work, you know who you are when I say this, but I've seen this trend with a lot of the other yearlies and some of the personal yearlies that I've been doing. And the one trend that I see is that, you know, towards the end of the year 2016, things really start to come together in all aspects of your life. And it's for those who have done the work. Okay, it's just not for y'all who just been sitting around listening to the tarot, you know, tarot readers and doing the reading, but you're not doing anything. I'm talking about the people who are putting in active work. It's going to come together to a culmination near the end of the year, and I've been seeing it. Like I said, it's been a steady trend, and it's applying to you too, Leo. Okay, but I feel like, and some people, you know, they have to get there their own way, but I feel like with you, it is definitely going to be about losing something, you moving away from something that has been keeping you bound. Okay, so let's just start off with the winter time. The general energy, and I would say this is January to March. This is you starting off fresh again. Okay, so this to me kind of applies that maybe this loss happened. It could have happened near the end of the year or right at the beginning of the year, but still within this beginning 3 months, you're being granted a new do-over, a new beginning. And so here you are, and it could be in relationships, you know, because here again in love, you're exploring options. Okay, if this is a couple, then it's just you guys. You could be fantasizing about each other. You could be daydreaming about each other, or you could be even planning out some type of romantic. I see romantic dates, or, you know, going to the mountains for the weekend, or, you know, just something like kind of you having so many options to do something with the one that you love. Like, what can we do? You know, hey, hell, tax time is coming up. You know, some people take tax money and do something. Go and get away for the weekend. This is you and your mate exploring options of doing that. So, you know, that's cool too. But again, if you're dating, you're gonna have several options coming in. If you're not dating, you could be daydreaming about having someone come along. But it's still a very lighthearted time for you. So but it's good. It keeps you. It really could. If you don't get control of it, I feel like it can keep you from being productive. Because I can see you just sitting there daydreaming a lot, fantasizing. But it's good nonetheless, because I feel like that keeps you optimistic. Okay. Even with career, you have the Sun card here. Career is going to be doing very, very well. Money's going to be doing very, very well. Like I said, it is tax time. So people are going to be getting those refund checks. For those who are in the States who know what I'm talking about, you're going to be getting those refund checks. And you're going to be feeling good. Okay? And spiritually, you have the Six of Swords. And so to me, that just speaks of with all this other positive energy, because even though I see the Seven of Cups, it could be possible, there could be possible distractions. It's not going to be to the point that it's destructive or it's obsessive. It's nothing like that. Or, it's nothing that you can't handle. You just have to make sure that you get a grip on it. It could possibly get out of hand, but with all these surrounding cards, I don't think they would. Okay? So, that's good. With the Six of Swords, I feel like this is you with all the other good positive things going on. It is going to make you, I feel like you're going to definitely have a heightened sense of optimism coming in. And that's going to really prompt you to want to move forward and start to make the changes, like I said, with the King of Swords. I told you at the beginning that you're going to be wanting to get control over certain aspects of your life. And that's what's been, with everything that's been going on in the spring, yeah. You definitely want to start thinking about, okay, well, I have, I'm feeling full of energy. I have good energy. Love life is pretty good. I have no problems in my love life. I got a couple of people coming at me and my boo. We trying to, we exploring our options. We doing different things together. Money's good. What else can I do? That's only natural that you would start to think forward, think onward when everything else starts to fall into place. So then you start to focus on yourself, which it really should be the opposite way. You should focus on yourself and then everything else. But hey, that's neither here nor there. That's a matter of opinion. It really doesn't matter. You do how you do. So in any case, I feel like this is just you making the choice to move forward mentally, because swords are mental cards, thoughts. This is you doing that. You're deciding, okay, I'm moving on to this. You're moving to a better place, which means you left something. What did you leave behind? Okay? So it picks up just like a story into the spring. This is you leaving it with the Three of Swords. Okay? Now, for those that I said earlier that, because remember, I'm reading for a lot of people, so these are a lot of messages for a lot of folks. You may be leaving your mate in the springtime, or making plans to leave. But I feel like with this Three of Swords, this is a loss. A loss of something. It doesn't necessarily have to mean a loss of a person or a relationship or money. It doesn't. It could be a mental, because it is a sword. It's a mental loss. Something that you decided that you're going to let go. The Devil card. Bondages, attachments. What did you decide to let go? For some of you, especially my single ones, with the Wheel of Fortune coming in the spring, you may have let go some type of thought pattern that you've always believed in regarding love. I feel like some of you guys may meet somebody in spring that the relationships feel very, very faded. It felt like destiny and God had his hands in it. Look at this Wheel of Fortune is out in the galaxies. I don't know. I think I made there it is. See the different planets? This is something cosmic. Okay? You may take a chance on that in springtime. For couples, I feel like my couples with the Wheel of Fortune, when I talk about, there are some of you guys, I don't feel like it's probably like 50-50, honestly. There are some of you have been, no, I know how to say it. For those who are in a very healthy relationship, let's just put it that way. For those who are in a very healthy relationship, you're happy with your partner, I feel like the universe is going to be blessing your relationship even further. It's one of those cards with the Wheel of Fortune, it always talks about, to me, the more, like, you reap what you sow. So if you've been putting in good, you're going to get good back. You know? So taking it back to the winter time, when you decided, okay, we're going to, like I said, I feel like you guys are deciding to go on a trip somewhere or do something. You know, these are your different little options of things that we could do to spend time together. All this love. You know, there's different things on there, but yet and still the basis is the cup. The cup is the love. So you're doing all those things with love in mind. So it's like, because you guys taking this time to go out and hang out and reconnect with each other, the universe is blessing you. It feels like a stroke of luck. I feel like good relationships will definitely be doing even better come springtime. Okay? Money still continues to be great with the King of Wands. I feel like for those who had money coming in, or if they had any ideas regarding where they wanted to put their money as far as investing, and they have returns on it, spring, you're going to be making moves, but you're going to be deciding. I don't really think you're going to be making moves yet, but you're definitely going to be deciding what you're going to do with this money. Because look at how the king is looking at, I hope I got this right. Oh God, y'all, hold on. I don't like that. It's not cool. Sorry. Oh, that's hard. Let's see. Now you can see it a little bit better. Hold on. That's about as close. This camera's not the best camera. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so yeah, look at how this king is looking. That is better. How he's looking at the sun. It's like he's pondering on it. He's thinking about, what am I going to do? Because with this blessing, I see the sun as the blessing. This is something that comes in for you. And he's looking at it like, what am I going to do with it? There's so many options. All the planets, the sun, he realizes with this money, and this is you. You're the King of Wands, male or female. You're a wand, fire sign. He's looking at this money, and all the planets are rotating around the sun. He realizes that this money can nourish and feed other things, other avenues. So that's what he's looking at. He's exploring, like, what can I do with this money? Going into the summertime, he's going to be, you guys will be deciding what you're going to do. But let's get back with spirituality. And health. You have the Page of Cups. I feel like with the Page of Cups, this is you. I feel like this is you starting to love yourself more. Maybe that was the change from the wintertime. When things started coming together, there was a boost of there's a boost in your confidence. There's a boost in your sense of self-worth. And you start to feel like yourself again. Because I feel like for a lot of y'all, you felt very downtrodden. And I don't want to use the word worthless, but just not on your A game. Like, you've been feeling like you haven't been feeling yourself. You've been allowing some things to go on in your life that you really should have taken control over. Again, these cards, what you have, you've allowed it to take over, and you've lost. Maybe it's a loss of control in whatever avenue, but there was definitely a loss of control here. And so it's like you've taken your life back and you're moving forward, and one of the things you realize is that it has to start with you. Okay? Now, if that doesn't apply to you, I feel like for some of y'all, you're going to be definitely concerned about your kid. Page of Cups. I don't foresee anything going wrong with them, but I feel like your focus would probably be on them. Maybe you're able to change your focus onto your children a little bit more, because definitely from the winter time everything is going very well, that now, hold on, other way, you can go and focus in on your relationship with your child, because this woman, she's going into him. So but I feel like I don't feel like that's gonna apply for a lot of people. I feel like that's more so the other way around, with you going more so into yourself, starting to love yourself more. Summertime. Oh, and let me just say this with this Three of Swords. This Three of Swords, it is a setback, it is a hurt. But whatever this loss is, again, with the Five of Pentacles, it's something that you can move on from. Okay? It may happen it may happen, I feel like it may happen kind of quick. Like, you may just decide, you know what? I'm not eating meat anymore. I'm a vegan. It'd be something, it's still a loss of eating animal flesh. You do what you want to do, but it's still a loss. Some people do go through a little grieving period or whatever, but not grieving, but you have your time when you miss it, but then when you eat it again, you're like, ew, why? So whatever. But what I said that to say, it's just the sense, the feeling of it. It hurts, but it's temporary, and you realize that. So it's something that is easily overcome. Okay? So anyway, just let that be known. For summer, you have the Knight of Wands as a general energy. I feel like, again, there is another surge of energy coming in. It's like you're being guided the whole year long to keep going. Take out what you need. I'm going to give you the incentive. Take out what you need. And then, if you start to feel a little depleted, because I feel like in the springtime, you may feel a little down. Okay? Because it's interesting. It's like everything else, as in the winter, I'm trying to get my thoughts together, I'm sorry. In the winter, you have the general energy pretty good. Your love is good. Money is good. Mentally, you're thinking about other things. Right? Then springtime, it flip-flops. The general energy now is one of a lower mood. Okay? It's not all red and fiery and intense. Things have kind of subdued a little bit. But then, the good feelings still remain. Because you have the Wheel of Fortune here. Because you have the King of Wands. All of these are still positive cards. It's just that, it's not as intense as it was at the beginning of the year, but things are still maintaining. Okay, so let's just, like I said, with the Three of Swords, it's not one of those ultimate hits. Yeah, it hurts, but you can move forward and you can coax through it. But again, in the summer, you have the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is coming right in to give you another burst of energy, because he moves fast. This is you, yet and still. This is you. Approaching the summer, or in the summer, again, feeling very, I feel like revitalized, in a sense. Because look at how these cards, the color of them. You start out all red and fiery, and then you get a little bit of, gray area, like you don't really know what's up. And then it's right back red again. Up here. Okay? So, the intensity comes in once again for the summer. And this is where things are going to really start to, I feel like it's going to start to pick up for you, because I feel like the Knight has a little bit more energy than the Ace. It's been through a couple of things. So even with love, the Queen of Cups, like I said, in the springtime, a lot of you are definitely going to be starting to take on that mantra of self-love and really getting back in your, taking control of your inner self and taking control of your emotions and taking control of your actions. You're going to be further in that. That's going to be exhibited in your relationships with yourself and with others. Okay? You're learning to listen to yourself a little bit more. It's like, because for those who have, especially those who have been dating, and I'm going to just take it on out for the rest of the year. For those who have been dating, if there's a person that you decided to take a chance on, or that you met, because I feel like some of you guys are going to be meeting people, it had to, you know, when you meet them, that you were supposed to meet them for a reason, it's going to turn out pretty good. Because you end up out the year with the Temperance card. Okay? So whoever this person is, and I feel like you actually could meet this person in the summertime as well. I feel like it could go spring or summertime, the middle part of the year. Definitely. You can meet this person. And they may even be a water sign, which is complete opposite of you. But again, this is one of those fated situations that come along in everybody's life for you to meet somebody to teach you something. And I feel like a lot of you Leos will be meeting that person. Male or female, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Even notice here with Temperance, you have fire. You have fire and water she's pouring. That's you and this other person. Okay? This could also be you, if for those who, you don't meet anybody, you don't meet anybody, but I feel like a lot of you will. I also feel like this is going to be you getting more in balance with yourself too. You allowing yourself to feel a little more. You don't have to wear the hardened shell all the time. Leos are real. Y'all feisty, man. I like y'all. I have a best friend, Leo. She feisty. She a feisty little thing. And y'all are. And people like that about you. Y'all are very, you have a spitfire tongue, very sarcastic, very funny. You like to be in control. It's that lioness. The feline energy in you guys. You guys are very assertive and aggressive, but you are graceful at the same time. It's not like you're just nasty and rude and arrogant. You can be if you want to, if you're not balanced. But I think sometimes with Leos, people take them the wrong way, or if they perceive them the wrong way, they perceive them as being catty. But they're not catty. They just have a way about them. And you guys are very, I've never met a Leo that had like very low sense of self-worth. Never. Now, that's not to say that you guys don't go through that period, but y'all really, y'all have a high sense of self. If anything I've seen, it's actually the opposite, that you can have a little bit too much. But again, hey, everybody has their own, every sign has their own reflections of imbalance and balance, either overactive or underactive. But regardless, Leos have that sense of self, very high sense of self. And with this Queen of Cups coming in the summertime, I feel like this could be y'all, even though this is a cup. I feel like that's the feminine side of y'all, trying to come in to soften you up, to balance you out. Okay? And I feel like, yeah, it's definitely going to deal with communication. how you communicate with people. There's definitely going to be a softening with that, a more delicate, not, well, do I want to say delicate? Maybe tactful. But you still want to get your point across. But either way, it's the outcome will be achieved with the Temperance card. So for those who are in a committed relationship, like I said, if it's been a time, because I feel like for some of y'all, you've been coming from a time that it's just been really, really hard, and you're trying to get things back on track. Definitely by the end of the year, you're going to be getting things back on track. Going back to the general energy for summer, like I said, you have the Knight of Wands. That's just, you know, an extra surge of energy coming in to assist you to get things done, and you are getting things done. All right, even in career and finances, I feel like this is going to be the time where you're coming in to network with people, collaborate with people. You may even be trying to better yourself, thinking about going back to school, taking some type of training, certificate type of program, whatever it is, just to further your knowledge base and to maybe even further your marketability. Okay, you have a lot of options coming in, and so this is going to be you in summer planning and implementing. Okay, and even spirituality, same thing. You're lining your body up with what you're trying to do on the outside. This is, to me, always a self-love, hard work, perfection card. So yeah, this is going to be you in the summertime putting in work, meeting with people. Not just, and I feel like it applies to all aspects, but especially yourself and career. And even with applying that within yourself, definitely your relationships are going to benefit because you're going to become a more balanced partner for your mate. All right. So going on into the winter time, well, not winter, I'm sorry, fall, you have the Ten of Pentacles. You're feeling abundant. Things are really, really coming together for you and your family. Definitely family. There's been a concern with your family, going back to your child. Maybe this is your child trying to, like I said, now that everything else in spring starts to turn around, you can start to focus your energy on your kid. Maybe your kid is trying to go off to school, college, because I do see this is that, you know, the better myself. And the Page of Cups is facing the Eight of Pentacles. So it could be that you focus on your kid, your children. That could be a change. That could be a change, because not everybody totally focused, you know, and it's not that they totally focus on their children. It's not the fact that they don't want to, but it's you have other things. You have other things. And, you know, when you say stuff like that, people get offended, but you have to look at it. Especially if you're, even if you're a working couple, if both of y'all working crazy hours, you have kids in the middle, when do you really get to spend time with them? You don't really get to spend a lot of time in the morning, because you got to get them ready for school. They get home from school, maybe they're home, they're latchkey kids for a couple of hours until you get home. You spend maybe an hour or so with them, and then it's off to sleep because you're tired, because you got to get up in the morning because you have a 2-hour commute. You're not spending a whole bunch of time with your kids, you know? And we realize that we do. But there's always room for improvement. That doesn't make us a bad parent, because we're so busy trying to provide for them. So it could be that now that everything else is in place, a lot of you can turn and focus your time on your children. Your children are a part of your spirit. You know? So I just want to put that out there, that a lot of you, it may be freeing up some time to balance your work life. You don't have anything in here talking about balance per se, other than sometimes I see the Seven of Cups, like you're throwing things up in the air and you're not really sure, you're just kind of looking at it. But regardless, I feel like for a lot of Leos, that is turning their attention to have a more intimate connection with their children will be a concern this year, and will be something that they plan to work on for this year. Good for you. But like I said, I feel like it's going to be achieved because, again, fall, August, September, whatever, on towards the end of the year, you're going to be feeling abundant. The money choices, the things that you've done, because I said, you know, in the summertime, you've taken time to collaborate and taken courses or whatever you've been doing. It's benefiting because you go from a 3 to a 10. There's the definite increase emotionally within your relationship, within yourself. You've learned how to temper some things to balance your relationship. This could, you know, love and relationship, y'all, that could talk about children. Your children are your love, your children are your relationship. You're able to temper that. That goes exactly what I said down here at the bottom. If you're single, then you're able to find a better balance of your passions and your emotions and your expression of them, which is still beautiful. Even in finances and career, as an outcome for fall, you have the 9 of Pentacles. Even the 9 of Pentacles talks about, look at all these pentacles. Pentacle, pentacle, pentacle. All those pentacles. This talks about a person who has been, she is very independent, very self-sufficient. She is no stranger to hard work. She's had to undergo a transformation with these butterflies here. Okay? But she's surrounded by abundance. And she's carefree. Her outlook is so it's bright. It's calm. You know, it's not gray. It's not too intense. It's perfectly balanced. As far as I can, you know, as far as I look at it. It's not gloom and doom. You know, it's bright blue skies with some little cumulus clouds in the back. She's chilling. You know? So it's like you've done a lot of the hard work and now you can finally chill out. She's chilling out in the meadows in the garden playing with birds. She has not a care in the world. And that's going to be how you're going to be feeling, because you know right now you're financially set. You're in a definite spot for your finances to grow and mature and multiply. And you know that because you've been working on your finances, sticking to a budget. If this wasn't a business, a start of a new business, this could be you guys at the beginning of the year with the Sun card and the King of Wands deciding, okay, I got this money, which bills I'm going to pay off first? I'm going to pay all of these bills off. You constructing a financial plan, a budgeting plan. And you doing this. You're budgeting. You see? You go buy Rich Dad, Poor Dad or some shit. I don't know. You go, you know what I'm saying? You go do, you do what needs to be done, and by the end of the year, you're starting to see that. You're starting to see the returns. Now you're able to bank on a little bit more money, or save a little bit more money. For those who are in college, you're going to be getting that internship that you've been looking for. And whatever internship this is, like, I feel like there's some Leos out there that have an internship that they're definitely really, 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 really want. And if for whatever reason, there's a lawyer, somebody, I don't know, somebody, and it may not be a lawyer, but law is what I'm feeling. And I don't see any scales up here, but I'm hearing law. So you know who you are, whoever I'm talking to. But you're definitely wanting this. You're seeing this internship. Like, yo, if I can get this internship, this is a big thing for you. You know, and you realize this. If you can get in, I feel like this is not for a lot of people. And it really, like I said, something legal or government. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but in any case, you're gonna really be wanting this thing because and I feel like you're gonna get it. It's very tough to get in, but I feel like you're gonna definitely get in. So if you've been wondering about it, you'll be finding out about it by the end of the year. Like saying you having to apply or something in the summer, and it's supposed to start at the beginning of next year. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna get it. That's a very special message for whoever. You know who you are. If it's you, send me a comment or something. But spiritually, yeah, you ended the year off with the Chariot. You are definitely moving. You're still focusing and you're still determined. You have 1, 2, 3 wands here, and the wands itself, even with the Chariot card, you're still ending off the year with a lot of intensity and a lot of determination and a lot of persistence. So this, to me, it's just like, it truly, with the Ace of Wands at the very beginning of the year, marks a whole new beginning for you. And that's what the Five of Pentacles is talking about. Okay? That you have decided, I feel like this could be the male and the female aspects of yourself. Look, y'all, sometimes you got to talk to yourself like, listen now, shit's getting out of hand. We need to come together. I need you to work with me. I'm going to work with you. This is you talking to yourself. Okay? Or in a relationship. But what are we going to do here? What can we eliminate to move? Because this card to me talks about elimination or walking away from something. So what are we going to leave behind to get what we want? Because the next card that comes behind the Five of Pentacles is the Six of Pentacles. Balance, harmony. That lets me know right now that you're in a state. It was a state of things things being in disharmony. Okay? So, yeah. You're still moving into 2017 with that persistence and with that fervor, with that intense energy, focus, determination. Again, the two Sphinx at the bottom, balance. You're striving for that. That is what you're striving for. And you're getting it. And it's like, because it's here, you wanted to keep it, you want to maintain it. So you're going to be trying your damnedest as you move into 2017 to keep that good energy flowing. So let me just see what they have as advice for you guys. This is a wonderful, wonderful reading, y'all. I know I took like damn near an hour, but shit, it's beautiful. Yes. Ha! 3 of Cups. Listen. Mind, body, spirit. Everything has to come into balance with you. Get out. Get out and enjoy life. Okay? The 3 of Cups talks about being in a celebratory mood, talks about partying, talking about being in the midst of people who you love. It's cups. Doing what you love. If you're a person that likes to get out and you used to like to dance, but you haven't danced in a long, go out. Go dance. Who cares if you haven't? Just go. You know? If you, and you know, you'll meet somebody there. It doesn't have to be a romantic thing, but you can meet your dance partner. You can meet your dance partner there. You know, if you one of those people that used to like to go out for a little drink after work for happy hour. Now, don't do it if you have an addiction issue. Now, if you going through the steps, don't be trying to say Mama Jen told. Nah, I ain't say that. Now, I didn't say that. I'm saying if that's what you used to do and you've allowed life to just consume you and you don't make time to go out and do what you want to do anymore. Maybe you used to like to go out to hear spoken word poetry. And you don't do that anymore. Go out and get your little glass of wine and go out to the lounge, sugar, and do what you got to do. You know? Get a women's group together or a men's group together that y'all can meet once a month and can discuss and confer, because everybody has their own idea of what they consider a good time. Hell, go to the bookstore. If that's what you consider having fun, go to the bookstore. Do something. Make time for you. I feel like this is saying make time for yourself. Make time for love, and make time for loving occasions. Okay? Because I do feel like the theme here is a deepening of self-love for you guys, but it's also just a part of that is gaining more control and getting more balance within yourself to get that control. Because I feel like for a lot of you, especially in 2015, it was a deep loss or a sense of loss of control. So you're going to be getting that control back, because that was your wish. It's going to be granted. It's going to be granted. Y'all have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reading. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for everybody who's been liking, sharing, and subscribing to my videos. Follow me on Instagram. Like I said, I'm Gem the Butterfly, GEM the Butterfly _Tarot. Thank you for those who've been purchasing personal readings from me. I truly, truly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful, wonderful 2016.